Welcome to this quick character guide for Shevarith. Shevarith is a human wizard. She can do a lot of damage, but she also doesn't have a lot of health and defense, so choose her wisely and choose a team that can support her. Starting off with the boots, her common will give you 75% chance to decrease cooldown on one random ability by 2. Moving up to our rare, we'll have a 75% chance to ready all abilities, which is a really good option if you can get it up there. Moving into the epic, which is my personal favorite at the moment, 75% chance to increase all cooldowns by 4, which for the setup I use is most of my abilities are under 4, so that will ready all my abilities. Or moving into legendary, which is a great option when you get it up higher, is 60% chance to ready all abilities. Moving into the helmets, we have 4 choices, of course. If you want to push enemies back who are 1 or 2 rows in front of you, you can use the Reshemi hood. If there's an enemy that can do a lot of damage and you don't want them to attack, I would recommend the Adept's hood. If you have a whole bunch of enemies in 1 or 2 zones that could do a lot of damage, you can use this, and this will prevent them from attacking just for 1 turn though. Or if you want to stun an enemy for 2 turns, this only attacks 1, I would recommend the legendary. This is one of my personal favorites. Going into the necklace, or the spell books in her case, we have 4 options. Her common is going to do a lot of damage with a 6-turn cooldown. Her rare, when it's maxed out, will be able to attack 4 random enemies, doing 100 damage. So if you have 1 enemy left and they're in zone, this could do 400 damage to 1 enemy. If you want to be able to attack every single enemy within 3 zones and inflict 100 damage, and then they cannot move for 1 turn, I would recommend using this. Or the legendary, it does massive amount of damage and also has a 25% chance to kill. I recommend that for PvP as it can do a lot of damage. Moving into our weapons, there are a couple of good options. When you first start out, the rare, the Staff of Icy Touch, is a great option as it will have a 50 to 75% chance to attack multiple enemies. Moving into the Epic Wand, this will have 50% chance to attack up to 4 enemies, and when this procs, they can attack enemies above the 2 zones, so they can attack enemies 3 or 4 zones ahead. I mostly recommend the Legendary Staff once you get it up, because it will have a 50% chance to inflict 150% chance on all enemies, so that's really good. Or once you get it, it's very time dependent, and if you can actually get it during the time, but her Silverhand Dagger, once you get it to level 4, it'll have a 75% chance to replace the attack with Injure, and this is very powerful, especially for dungeon rallies. As always use your best armor as they have no perks. And then her ring have 4 options. If you need a little bit extra defense for her, this is a great option for the common. If you want an extra damage boost, I recommend the rare ring, which I use. Going into the epic, this will increase your attack, 40% chance for 25% for 1 turn. And I generally do not recommend using the legendary. That is Shevarith. Go out there and destroy and save Waterdeep.